me, you here, CEO of Focus 180 Coaching. Let me tell you a little bit about what I do. I work with people who are ready to move forward, ready to move from point A to point B. Point B meaning your mission, your vision, your destination, your dreams, your desires, right? And point A is where you are right now. So I help my clients to manifest their goal faster, quicker, and further. How do we do that? Really simply, we clarify your goals. We help you select and prioritize the right activities. We're gonna make sure you do what you're supposed to do every single day. That's called accountability. We're also gonna give you a push once in a while, but always with a smile. But most importantly, we are going to give you all the support you need when times are tough. Guys, www.focus180coaching.com if you want to know more about what I do, and book a complimentary session where we're going to clarify your goal and give you a mini plan of action. In the meantime, have a good one, be well, and stay focused on what you want. Hey everyone, welcome to another episode of Focus 180 Podcast. This week we're going to talk about something very, very important: how to attract your success, how to be successful. Our guest this week has done it again and again and again. Her name is Maki Morioka. She is in the top 10 leaders on Naturally Plus USA. She leads to success more than 3,600 members. Her team is ranked one of the top 3 USA for a very, very long time. Maki Morioka, welcome to the show. How are you today?
I am doing great. Thank you for having me today.
Oh, that's cool, and it's pretty. I'm very excited about this podcast because we're going to talk about a little bit of attraction, how to attract success and everything. And I know there's a lot of people. I don't know in your world, but in my world, there's a lot of people who needs to learn a few things. So, if it's okay with you, before we get started, would you mind to share something that maybe nobody knows about you, something different, that just so we get to know you a little before we go on the business side?
Sure. I was born and raised in Japan. I dropped out from high school because I wanted to start my own business already when I was 18 years old. So, but then without education, I felt like I was hitting a glass ceiling when I was just going towards the age of 30 years old, because we have gender discrimination and age discrimination over there in Japan. So it was like, it's time for me to get an education. So I came to the United States, to Los Angeles, California, to get an education to become US CPA, because in the future I wanted to become business consultant. So I went to USC in LA and got a degree in accounting and became the external auditor. Mm-hmm. And I was working as an auditor for about 4 years, and that's when I had a breakdown from overwork, because I was working for more than 100 hours a week with a very, very intense deadlines and everything. And that's just the time that really, really changed my life and start thinking that what is the best for me.
Good. So what do you do for a living now? I know you're Natural Plus. You want to take a few seconds just to tell us what it is, what kind of business it is?
Mm-hmm. Yes. It's a network marketing business, came from Japan. And this company is trying to lead the world to a healthier and wealthier future. So I am the independent contractor and working as an affiliate.
Good. So why do you do this?
Why?
Why do you do this job? Oh, I know why, because I talked to you before, but tell the people, why do you do this?
Sure. Well, to be honest with you, I had no choice. I was in bed for 2 years, dealing with a panic disorder and depression. So I couldn't get any regular job, even like part-time job, because the set time idea, I have to be certain place from, certain hour to hour, that really made me feel so anxious and it caused panic attack. So I needed the time freedom, flexible schedule where that I can earn from home. So that's when I learned about this company, and there was a lot of support. It's already a big company outside of US, but it was launching in the States. So there were so many people that helped me um, start with this business, and that's the reason why I started. But then at the same time, I really like the fact that this company's opportunity um, doesn't really create any risk for any ordinary people, even elders, or the people like me with disability, and still become healthy and wealthy at the same time.
Cool. Very cool. So we're going to be talking a little bit about attraction today, how to attract your clients, how to attract your success. You had a choice to decide a few different topics, right? So why did you decide to talk about this topic, especially this topic?
Because I believe that it's all about laws of attractions, um, in terms of business or relationship, finance, anything, the health too.
Mm-hmm.
So what you believe in, you manifest it. So business is exactly the same. And we want to really, really use this universal law wisely to attract our success.
Very good. So, for the listeners who are not too knowledgeable about the law of attraction, because some people think cuckoo, law of attraction, law of vibration, whatever. So, how how do you have steps? How do you do that? How do we attract
Mhm,
things that we want, like money, love, health in our
mhm,
life?
mhm, mhm. Yes. Um, I think, like, if you don't have any destination to go to, you don't get there. So usually people talk about goals, setting the goals.
Mm-hmm.
But actually, goal is something that actually this a CEO of this company kind of like, you use a really cool uh, the way to explain it. It's a dream with deadlines. So we have to have dreams and then put the deadline that becomes goal. But when your dream is real and when you visualize it and you can feel it, excited about it, and with the deadline, you can manifest it because people feel the excitement from you, and you bring the positive energy, and you attract all the like-minded people to help you out, and it becomes like your hobby. So when you are very excited about something, or you feel it's fun, it's like the game for you, you don't feel like it's business. And when you're just enjoying so much, people want to come and hang out with you.
No, that's cool, and I totally agree. But a question for you: limiting beliefs. What are they? Where are they coming from? In your opinion, we all have some. Huh? Everybody, all of us. Nobody's perfect, unfortunately. But limiting belief. If you want to say a few things about that, what would you say?
Sure. So talking about dream, we have to get rid of the limiting beliefs first in order for us to have a real dream. Because if you don't have the real one, your heart doesn't sing and doesn't attract the energy. So the limiting beliefs is actually, unfortunately, we all of us, and mostly we all of us have, because of the school system, culture, especially Japanese. Yes, we have a lot of things we're supposed to do, not to do, a lot of hidden rules that we need to follow in a society. But we have to get rid of that boundary, like corporation system. You have to act in a certain way, but just like, no, get rid of it in your imagination, and then start thinking about what is your ideal lifestyle for you. And that's when you can start can start visualizing your real true happiness and dream.
So good. So you're talking about visualization, imagination in your mind, right? At what point do you start, in your opinion, do you start to take action? Do you take it any specific point in your process, or right away, or you wait a little? You know what I'm asking?
Hmm. Hmm. So you mean in terms of to put it into the action
Well,
for?
because because I do coaching too, and when I talk about the love attraction, love vibration, people say, "Oh yeah, I can sit on the couch, yeah, I'm a millionaire, I'm a millionaire." No, but some people think that's what it is. So when do you think we should take action, or
Mhm,
do
mhm,
we do it? I don't
uh-huh.
know. What do you think?
Okay, visualization is not only in your mind. You have to feel it with every cells in your body. So imagine like the life that you are already experiencing, like ideal life, and then do the things like you will be doing if you are in a situation. So example, like if you want to become very very successful with your business with the thousands of people, what will you be doing in that situation? So you have to already start acting like that.
Hmm.
So visualization is more like into the action. You have to do things like, if you will be staying at a very fancy, expensive hotel, you don't have to get a room there because it's expensive for you right now. But you can just at least go and then feel the environment, just like sit there in a sofa. You want to just get that vibration into your the life, like current life.
Absolutely. And you talk a lot about feeling. You feel like it's already done, right? That's what you mean. Good. Do you have a story to tell us? I know maybe it's a little bit personal. I know you said before you were really sick. So did you use that process to become better? You want to tell more a little bit about it so people understand better?
Yes. I had a lot of limitation to my mindset and what I'm supposed to do, not to do, and I'm goal getter, and I always was harsh on myself, and I was always just thinking about short term, not really like my long term. And I started thinking about what's my ideal life, what my soul really really um, uh, sings, and what was my true happiness. And I never really thought of that because to me, job being an auditor was like hobby to me. It was fun, but then I was sacrificing all other things like limitation of the belief includes that we were not trained to um, want to have all the five riches of life at the same time. We're taught like if we get money, we need to sacrifice time, you
Hmm.
know, and if you want time, you need to sacrifice finance, you know. But I started thinking about I want a life that true freedom, the all the money that I want, to go anywhere that I want to. I love being in the nature. So whenever I want to go to Mount Shasta. That's like one of the of my favorite places. And also like I want to eat whatever I want to eat whenever I want to, and I just want to hang out with the people, only the people that I want to hang out with. So then I started feeling stress free. So in that the situation, I will have all the five riches of life: perfect health and beauty, young youth,
Yeah.
and also financial freedom
Yes.
and time freedom and people rich, like great people to hang out with or work with, and also self development and the spiritual growth. So I started thinking like I want to have all that at the same time.
Yes.
So having the panic disorder and it became disabled mentally was very, very great gift from God to me, because that's the turning point. Like I started like, going and then looking for my ideal life. And I can tell you that I'm stress free. I manifested everything. I've lived in Mount Shasta, and I took my babies, like my dogs, to my waterfalls and it's just like rivers and just parks every day. It's just amazing life. So you can manifest. You can create any life that you want.
Very good. Powerful words. Hey, let's talk a little bit about success life in general, in business and personal. A lot of people have stress right now with what's going in the world, unfortunately. And what would you say? What's the best way to deal with stressful situation at work, at home, or whatever?
Mhm. Mhm. Once again, just like be open-minded. There are so many opportunities that actually this pandemic is working so well for that, and you don't have to limit yourself doing what you're doing right now. There might be other option, and you can just start looking for something else to maybe help your dream, help your current business. So just like, don't stressed out with the things that you already have, start looking for something more. And but if I understand, like when you are in a very depressed the state of mind, you can't start thinking positive. I know that, but it's something like that may be related to your energy. So you want to get rid of all the lower energy. I don't want to say negative energy, like a lower energy.
Mm-hmm.
So spiritually, my recommendation for you is to go into the nature and then turn off your phone, or just take a bath and put the natural salt. I like a Himalayan, on rock salt or the sea salt, and use sake.
Sake.
Sake, yeah, Japanese.
Beer doesn't work? I'm just kidding. I never had sake. I don't know.
Put the sake from on top of your
Oh,
head
you're
to
not drinking it.
cleanse your spirit,
It's not
not
fun
for
anymore.
drinking.
Oh, that's funny. Hey, listen, if I had to ask you three words, three characteristics, three human traits for people to be successful in business, what would you say?
Mhm. Especially to my business, but I think it applies for everybody. You know, um, there are so many great products out there, great services out there. Why people will come to you is because of you.
Mm-hmm.
And I believe that we all want to be ambitious in terms of want to create something better for yourself and for others, always looking to and for the way to become better for everything. And then also people skill is very important, because it's all about creating a relationship, and people will buy products from you, want to be like you, want to hang out with you, want to refer people to you, is because you gain that trust or build a great relationship. So I think it's very important to have people skill. And then also the last one is the trainable and then coachable. I've actually been in the totally different industries in my life, and every time I went into like a different industry, I always decide to become like a baby, you know um, just put all the pride aside, even like age. I learned from very very young people, and also like um, I learned from, even like I'm professional, if I just want to learn about something else, I learn from you know, the the professional in that industry, and just become like a new student, like a freshman.
Yeah,
So that's, I think, the important characteristics for the
yeah,
people to become successful in any business.
yeah. So if I recall this, because I took notes, ambitious, relationship, and being coachable. These are the three. Very good. If I go to the next one, nobody's perfect, right? Mikey. So if you had to say to somebody, like somebody younger who's going to start a business, or somebody even older want to start a business, you get a lot of experience. What would you say that's something you did you would never do and you would recommend not to do?
Mhm,
What
mhm.
would it? What would that be?
Um, that's the thing, that actually one of the three that I said coachable.
Oh yeah.
And yes, I became coachable. But one thing that I was not coachable was to work on something that I truly desire to find out. There's an exercise like 101 desires list because I'm not materialistic. I don't need big house or fancy cars. I just want to live in the nature, and I don't need really anything else but my dog's happiness. So I didn't think like I don't need to write all the things that I want to go or buy and all that. But that was a very, very great exercise for me to really start thinking about myself. What actually really makes me happy?
Yeah.
And that actually the exercise for me to set the real goal because I didn't really know my true dream for myself. I kind of like love business, so I just was thinking like my mindset like want to be successful and all that, and I want to do others, but I had to be very very specific for my soul to feel happiness. And I kind of like didn't do that, and after 2 years I was like, I should have just done it when I started, and I
Yeah.
think I could have like created the better result from the get go. Um, so being a coachable, be 100% coachable. That's
Yeah.
my advice.
It's tough for some people to be coachable. I know that too. So, what's the one thing you do every single day to become a better entrepreneur, a better person? That's a
Mhm.
tough one. And I don't know if you want to share.
Well, just always think about what's best for my members.
Mm.
I become the better leader, become a better person if all my team members and customers, all the people, even like in the people from the corporate, um, what's the best for them and for me actually at the same time. It will just all come. So I was always just try to implement that.
It's good. What's next for you? 5, 7 years from now, where are you? I mean, where are you in your goals? Are you like, I know you got 3,600 people now underneath you, which is freaking amazing, by the way. But what's
Thank you.
next?
Well, I feel I'm very living in the freedom, and I really really appreciate the fact that because all my members working very hard, that's why I want to give back to them, and I really want everybody to have the same the lifestyle. But I think it's going to be upgraded even better.
Yeah.
I want to buy a Mercedes Sprinter,
Oh,
convert
yeah?
into camping van
Wow.
because I don't want to leave my dogs to dog sitter when I do meeting, go to out of town, but I want to go and visit my members like
Mm,
throughout the US. So I want to be driving, or maybe I have a driver slash dog sitter for
maybe.
that van. So I
Maybe.
go all
Maybe.
over the US.
Yeah.
So to the business, but at the same time I get to go to all this like nature,
Yeah.
I love spiritual places, so I want to go to Mount Shasta, Sedona. I want to go all this like in the places and also do the business at the same time.
Cool. One of the we're almost at the end. Favorite quote? Do you have one? Do you have one?
My favorite quote is intuition is always right.
Intuition is always right.
Mhm.
Okay, I like it. So now you get. I'm going to give you like 1 minute to 2 minutes to talk about what you do, your business, why people should work underneath you, and all that stuff. So take your time. 2 minutes. I mean, we have to be fair with everybody. And tell us why should we work with you and about your product, and
Mhm.
how do we contact you? Also,
Mhm.
very
Mhm.
important.
Sure. Thank you. Thank you for the opportunity. So, we are looking for people who want to attain your ideal life. And this company came from Japan with the philosophy of integrity. That's I really, really love about. And in the network marketing industry, there are a lot of people struggling to earn income, investing a lot of the money and they can get it back. But then this company's the system is even for elders, even people over the age of 100 years old in Japan, they're earning. And yes, I'm over 100 years old. So this really, this company's products really help people with the health as well. And very, very new products to the United States. We're so excited to help people become healthier and wealthier. The more happier people around, and then people will want to be like, us. That's why we want to work with you. So if you are interested in and to have the better life in your terms, though, actually, we can customize our system for you. So any questions, please reach out to us.
So how do we contact you? Do you got a website, a phone number, email?
Email address might be the best way.
Okay, what is it?
Mm-hmm.
What is it?
Maki.healer@gmail.com.
I'll put him on the description below for you and your information. Very good. Hey, Mikey, don't go anywhere. Let me do a few announcements before we go to the end. Is that okay?
Sure.
So, hey, guys, if you're listening to this and you are successful, or if you know somebody who's successful, we're always looking for speakers. So if you want to become a speaker in this podcast, contact zeelall. I'm going to put her email right below, right here, somewhere in this screen, and she's going to tell you the process and what we do, what we're looking for. Also, if you like what Maki said today, I need you to do 3 things. It's not really complicated. You like it, you put a comment, so how wonderful she was, and you also subscribe. I want to thank you, Maki, one more time.
You're very welcome. Thank
It's so awesome that you take the time, come over here, share your knowledge, your experience, and your story with us. Greatly appreciated. And for you, the listeners, I'll see you next week. I'll see you next week. And in the meantime, stay focused on what you really, really, really want.